Chris Kiffin was saying earlier that the Bengals are one of those teams that actually doesn't do a lot of chipping or double teams against you compared to other teams.
In comparison to some other teams that we faced this year, yeah, they don't do it as much. I mean, they still do it, and especially more on the right side with Leal. But I mean, they give us our opportunities.
Is that why you think you've had as much success as you've had against Burrow?
I mean, I think I'm just able to adjust to what they're throwing at me. And, I mean, even some of the plays I made last game came off of when there was a chip going my way or there was a double team coming my way. So just being able to find a way around it. I mean, sometimes it's tougher than others. And this last game I was able to do it at a higher clip. Got to look forward to doing it the same way.
What is it about Joe Burrow that does seem to sort of bring out the best in you?
I don't think it's anything he's doing specifically. I think he's just a great player in himself. And, I mean, you want to be able to match that same intensity and exceed it. You want to be able to put your stamp on the game. And someone who's playing at that level, a team who's playing that well. I mean, he's playing at an MVP caliber. So just being able to say that we got one up on not only him but them, it's a good feeling.
Myles, when it comes to the division games, how hard is it to be a team twice in a season?
I mean, it's tough. You come back a little bit differently. First 15 is going to be different, and they're always going to have a different plan for us, especially defensively. But I mean, you can't change who you are. You can't change your DNA and what you're good at. So just being able to weather the storm of the new plans they have for us and be able to attack them where we know they're weak at.
Do you feel like there's a bit of a rivalry that has brewed between the Browns and the Bengals over the last few years?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I feel like we both improved a lot since I've been here. I mean, they've gone on to the Super Bowl, and we've gone to the playoffs for the first time in a long while, and we've both been picking up and doing better. So I think that kind of coming from the bottom and starting from the bottom, and trying to scrap it out, see who's gonna make it is a little bit different. I feel like those guys in Pittsburgh and Baltimore, they kind of always feel like they're going to be at the top. I feel like where we're at, we're trying to take over.
What impresses you most about
I mean, man, it's just cool. He's always relaxed, up or down, whether they're losing or winning. He's got that same demeanor, same swagger. You're going to get the job done. He never feels the heat of the situation. Like, as a D lineman, you want to apply pressure. I feel like he applies pressure by always, staying locked in on the moment and not going forward or backwards.
Does he run more? I mean, it looked like he made some plays with his feet against Kansas City. Is that something you guys really have to be aware of?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it last year when we played against him. He has that ability to scramble out the pocket and make plays with his feet. And I just got to make sure that we keep some rush integrity. He's no slouch when he gets out there and gets moving. So make sure we keep it in pocket as best as we can and get some deflections.
When he was asked this week what makes you guys so unique, he named you. I mean, that was the reason he was that those guys have such a hard time against you guys. So, what does that say to you when an excellent quarterback like Joe Burrow singles you out like that, and do you think they're going to have a nice game plan?
He's trying to butter me up, trying to make me blush. But I mean, it means a lot. It's a great compliment from a great player, and I mean, the same can be said about himself and his team. I mean, once he came along, once Jamar came along, that team has gone in a completely different direction, and they're much better for it. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Your star player versus ours, and who can take each other out the game. And that's the matchup's been going in our favor, but they have some stars over there for sure.
I know you always want to get sacks, but you've just had so much success throughout your career against Cincinnati in particular. Like, how much, I guess, what do these mean in these division games, this in-state rivalry when you get out against the Bengals?
Man, division games are always double in my mind. They always mean a little bit more, and it's also a little bit of a pride thing. You're going to see those guys more often, whether it's on the field or off the field, and you want to be able to have those bragging rights. So always looking forward to the matchup. I was looking forward to playing them.
It was this time last year when this defense kind of hit its stride and got some momentum going and turned into kind of what was the top 5 unit the rest of the way. You feel that sort of building here now with 2 straight pretty strong performances?
I mean, yeah, especially coming off the strong performance we did last week. But that's 1 week at a time. I try to, flush that last one and carry on with the same intensity, but that different mindset. Don't want to keep on piggybacking on the last week, saying that what we did. That's all gone. It's what we're doing, what we're going to do.
What type of challenge with Sione getting hurt, being lost for the year? He's the third guy in the middle of the defense to be lost for the season due to injury. And the run defense clearly has suffered. So just what type of pressure in the run game does that put on you and others to kind of pick up for the loss of Taki and those 2 other guys?
I mean, it's on all of us to pick it up. He was a great run defender. Last time he played them, he had a strip sack as well. So I mean, he wasn't a slouch in any dimension of the game. And I think it's on all of us to help communicate the way he was doing, because he was great at getting the calls out there, getting everyone on the same page. But I think we'll be able to pick up the slack, and I know he'll be providing that energy and intensity, whether it's with us in the locker room or from wherever he is.
After the game, you said, there's no choice but to win, right? Is that the same message you're giving this week as well? And do you feel the magnitude of this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, same message. I mean, same, what they say, same stuff, different day. So for us, we can't, relax or become complacent with what we've done the last 2 weeks. We still have a long road ahead of us. Every game is a playoff game for us. We don't have an option but to win, and we have to make that decision up in our mind. And just go get it. Like we've said all year, just leave nothing in the tank, leave nothing on the table.
They committed more to the run the last 4 games, or is it just, what is it that they seem to be having much more success running the ball of late? What do you attribute that to?
I mean, O-line's looked really solid in these last 4 weeks since we've seen them. They've looked really good, knocking people off the ball and creating those running lanes. I think just that time to gel has really helped them. And Burrow has also continued to improve since the beginning of the year. And once those guys have to sit back a little bit, drop into coverage, have that more of a fear of what he can do with his arm, especially with what he did last year. That threat is definitely back. And so that opens up lanes for Mixon and Piron.
Obviously, you want to sack every quarterback equally, but do you have some quarterbacks in the NFL that you actually enjoy, respect more than others? And if so, is Joe Burrow somebody that you kind of developed sort of a mutual respect for, where you like him as a player and as a person?
Yeah, I would say I like him as a player, like as a person. I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think I dislike anyone in the league really, but there's respect there. I mean, it's been given both ways, so it's understandable. And there's some other guys, but you can ask that question another week, see if I have the same answer.
How about last night? Did you watch Baker's comeback, and if so, what did you think of that?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it happening, so I went to sleep. I went to sleep in the end of the third. I was like 3-16. New team. Maybe he'll get him next week. I went to sleep. I woke up, but right before I went to sleep, I was with my PT John. I said, maybe you should stay up. There is a possibility he could bring him back. I was like, you let me know in the morning. And so I wake up and there's a text waiting on me. He's like, you won't believe it. I said, yeah, well.
That was pretty incredible, wasn't it?
I mean, it was. And going back to watch it, I mean, he was putting some dimes out there for guys to go get early on in the game. And it was just that time until it clicked. So I have nothing against the guy. Now I'm hoping for success wherever he's at. Just not when he's facing us.